And here we go. All right, we're starting a couple minutes late, so I probably will end a few minutes late if you don't mind. I like to go a full hour. I have a 30-minute class, and it's really hard for me to stay in the 30 minutes. I always run over. So feet together, and I don't know if anybody is having this problem in their house, but you know, I really encourage people, unless you have foot issues, to do Tai Chi and Qigong barefoot, allowing that earth energy to really come up and bubbling well. But not only that, also shoes atrophy the feet, and when you're barefoot and you're moving about, all those other little tinier, those tiny muscles in the foot start to activate, and those are muscles that can't be activated with a shoe on. I mean, if you have a foot problem, that's a whole different ballgame, but if your feet are okay, I encourage you to be barefoot. But sometimes if you're on a carpet, my point is, when we're in horse stance, I start sliding out this way. So I've put this yoga mat here, and this has been super, super helpful for that. Also enables you guys to see my feet better because my carpet is tan. And so hopefully you can see my feet a little bit better because I've got this going on here. And my feet don't blend in with the carpet. So let's feet together, hands in prayer posture, and bring your thumbs in. Allow your thumbs to touch heart center. Feel that connection. And I want you to put your awareness right now, just for the moment, on these two fingers. We always talk about the importance of these two in Tai Chi and Qigong. Put your awareness where those two fingers touch, right there. It's actually a meditation, Gasao meditation. Just putting your awareness where those two fingers are touching, your middle fingers. And then begin the sacred cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Hot, audible, like you're fogging up a pair of glasses. Keep going. Let's do 3 breaths like that. Let go of any tension, any holdings. Drop the hands. Once you feel like you're a little bit more centered, a little calmer, you can feel when we're doing the breath, you just kind of come together. You just start to feel this centeredness. Once you feel that, then you can drop the hands, let them go to your sides, Wuji. Put your awareness in heart center, turn the hands over, palms up. Just feel heart center open, soften. And this is my posture here. All I do is keep my hands where they were and I turn them over. That's it. Feel that sense of, I'm just receiving, not doing anything yet, just receiving. I'm in Wuji, wholeness, oneness. Neither yin nor yang. The body wants to come back to a state of harmony, a state of balance, homeostasis. It wants that. We just have to give it the tools to get there. And the time and these moments where we're just still, the moments where we're just still like this, even before we move, we're allowing the body to come back to harmony, back to balance. Relax the hands. Bend both knees. And remember something that Kim said this weekend, for those of you who were in the Tai Chi workshop. Never step out, never put a foot out that you can't pull back. So we step out with a flat, empty foot. If we wanted to pull it back, we could. This is that stepping with no weight. Talk about it mostly in Tai Chi, but it also applies often to some of the Qigong moves, like the stepping out and stepping in. And side to side, just let the body unravel however it wants here. This is just Piece of pasta out of water. Just let it go side to side and then catch the momentum forward and backwards. Remember, forward, as the hands go back, you come forward to the balls of the feet, bubbling wells. And as the hands come forward, come back to the heels and feel that rocking sensation. Don't let the feet come up off the ground. We're just pressurizing the balls of the feet and the heels. Feeling the pressure of the floor without the feet coming up. That's the key, that the feet don't actually peel up away from the floor. They stay rooted, they stay grounded. And we're activating the bubbling well. The balls of the feet, which is our energy gate to earth energy. Activating the heels, we're doing that to send the energy up our body. The heels send energy up. So see, we're activating 2 points in the bottoms of our feet before we even begin our practice. Come back to Wu Chi. Just slowly let the hands stop and come into this Wu Chi posture. Don't forget Wu Chi, you've got a sky hook on the top of the head in crown chakra or Ba Wei, and it's pulling your spine and your head up, pulls the chin in. Remember, it's towards the back of the head, so that's why it pulls the chin in, flattens out the back of the neck, and at the same time, sacrum, anchored. Here's your sacrum. It's an anchor like a boat anchoring into earth. So sacrum down, opens up Ming Men, gate of life. Sky hook pulling the head up, chin in, elongating the spine. You should feel like you gain like a ½ inch when you pull up on that sky hook, or you let the sky hook pull you up actually. And you have this sensation of counter pull going on. You've got a slight bend in the knees, slight bend in the elbows. Back is relaxed, flat. We're not pinching the shoulder blades. Relax. Shoulder blades are flat, open. And this is our Wu Chi posture. This could be our whole practice today could end right here. If you get in this posture and your body is telling you, you know what, I don't feel like moving. I just want to hold this right here, right now. If that's your sensation ever when you start your morning routine, just follow your body's own internal wisdom and go with it and just hold this posture. That can be your practice that day, and that's enough. We have a whole hour, so we're not going to hold it for an hour, but just know that you can hold it for an hour. Or no, I shouldn't say hold it for an hour. Hold it for your practice, however long that may be. You could hold this for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is. An hour would be a very long time. So anyway, here we go. Let's tap in and open up the blockages, move any kind of stagnant energy that we may have in the body down the inside. Use the hand, cup your hands. Don't forget, we're using the palm, not the fingertips. The energy gate in your palm, the Lao Gong. Down the inside, up the outside, shoulder blade. Armpit, massage. Open up the lymph nodes in there. Okay, let's get them draining. Just helping the body detox and tonify. Armpit down to waist. Drum the ribs. Vibrations activate the organs underneath. Come across the chest, other side. If you need help reaching the shoulder blades, okay, just use your other hand. Armpit, massage. Ribs. Come back here. This should feel really good. Don't forget to breathe. Thymus thump, boost the immune system. I was doing that yesterday too when I was feeling under the weather. Boosting my immune system by thumping on the thymus. Dantian. Gentle fists, kidneys and adrenals. sacrum. Rub. Always rub the kidneys before you leave the area. Get your fists right in there. They love that little massage afterwards. And legs. You could lean over. You could put your foot up on a chair or a bench. Or if you want to get balance work, you can do each leg in the air. Up to you. Many ways to do this one. End on the bones of the hips, hip bones right here. A great way to get some balance work in every day without trying. Back to Uchi. Put your socks on standing up. It's a great little way to get balance work in. Put your socks on standing up, just like this. But do me a favor and stand near something. That could catch you. Now come back to Uchi. Let the body move if it needs to. If it doesn't need to, it's okay. So my body, it needs to move in between. Just it's sort of recalibrating itself. It's finding its state of balance. And let's do a little bounce. Remember, in and out through the nose, fast fire breath. You can do the fire breath with the bouncing. Like what I typically do is, I didn't start this way, but now I do it this way. It's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, through the nose, but faster. And then when we stop, I say Wu Chi, we go in through the nose, hot audible exhale through the mouth. So here we go. Back to Wu Chi. You should feel a sense of relief just from the tapping and bouncing alone. Check in, see how your body feels just from those two things. Let the body move if it needs to. Do one more time bouncing. Again, more relaxed. Muscles like fruit dangling from a tree. Here we go. Fire breath. Tap the heels a couple of times. Just a couple of times, send the energy up the body. Only do that in the morning. Back to Uchi. Let the body move. Sink left. Remember, this is all about emptying and filling your leg. My left leg is full. My right leg is empty. I could lift it up. Remember, this is leg strength and balance here. Push off the left leg. Bring the feet together again. And we're just going to do one tension and release. Here we go. Remember, we're going to squeeze everything down into the body like this. This is what I'll look like for this. Show you both angles. We're going to hold just for a moment and then purse your lips, exhale, really blow it out. This is just going to get rid of any extra bit of tension that we didn't get rid of when we did the bouncing. So here we go. Squeeze everything, head to toes, and release. Whew. Bend both knees, step out, flat, empty foot. Sink back to Wu Chi. And here we go. Let's use our breath to connect the mind with the body. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Whole body breathing. Show you from the side. Inhale. Exhale. Hands are down low in front of lower dantian. Sync up the mind and body, using the breath as your tool. Ride the rhythm of your breath. Don't try to go to my rhythm. Go to the rhythm and the pulsing of your own breath. We all have different respiratory rates in this group, I'm sure. If yours happens to be the same as mine, that's cool. But I want you to go at the rhythm of your breath. Sync up to your own breath. Connect to it. It's your life. It's life force. The most simple of meditations is just coming back to our breath. Coming back to that which sustains us. Notice I'm breathing all the way down to my legs, my head top. My whole body opens, my whole body closes. You can see it more from the side. It really is my entire body that's breathing here. My knees are bending, my pelvis is moving. I'm folding at the qua or the groin. Spinal cord breathing. Next one in, hold it. Feel your palms connecting right here. And now open, chest up, look up. Exhale, round the back, sink the chest, tuck the pelvis. If you happen to have a mirror in your room, I would encourage you, I don't mind if you step away, that you look in the mirror and look at your profile. Are you making the C curve with your back? Is your spine bending like mine is? Not bending over like this, not engaging lower back, but bending over like a turtle. My pelvis tucking under, the top of my back bending forward. But you could still see my forehead, so I'm not that far over where you just see the top of my head. So if you have a mirror, let the mirror be your teacher on this one to see if you're getting that C curve in your back and pelvis. The mirror will tell you, because sometimes we think we're doing a movement correctly. It feels like we are, but then we look at ourselves in the mirror and we realize, wow, my body isn't really doing exactly what I'm asking it to do. So the best way to get around that is use a mirror and stop and adjust and then continue and teach your body to do what you want it to do. It's called muscle memory amnesia. It's just your body just doesn't know what you want it to do and you think you're doing it. So just use a mirror. That's the best way to get around it. Inhale. Inhale, look up, chest up. Exhale, round the back, sink the chest, tuck the pelvis, bend the knees. A lot going on in this one. Really working the spinal cord. Remember, when you're over, we should still be able to see each other's foreheads. If we're looking at the top of our heads, we've bent too far over, thereby engaging the lower back, and we don't want to do that. I feel no strain on my lower back. You want to really work your legs? You can do this one, go lower, but don't bend over more. Don't engage the lower back. All I'm doing is going a little lower, engaging my legs, but I'm still working my back. That's more of an advanced move. I just wanted to show it. Don't do it unless you feel your back is already doing the turtle. Next, exhale, hold. C curve in the spine right now. And we're just going to open to one side. I'm going to the right, gazing at the moon. Pumping the spine still, but I'm pumping the spine with a twist. So I'm not reaching for the moon. Don't reach for it. I'm just looking. I'm twisting on the center axis of the spine and looking through the hands. This one helps me a little bit if I pigeon toe my feet slightly. You don't have to. but either pigeon-toed or parallel. Make sure the toes are not out. The toes are not pointing out. Feel that twisting on the center axis of the spine. Come to center after your last one. Nice and relaxed. Let the hands slowly settle and right into washboard. Inhale. Exhale, push it down. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to flow a little bit today. I'm in that kind of mood where I just want to flow from one Qigong to another. And I'm just going to look for transition points. You can do this too at home. It's kind of freestyle. Just looking for a place to transition. This is a wonderful Qigong washboard to do in between. They do this in the Shaolin Temple all the time. Inhale. Exhale, push down. Look how close I am to my body. Inhale. Right around the neck. Exhale. Turn the hands over and push down. Good. One more. Here's the transition. Stay with me. Push down. I'm going to do nice and slow so everyone can catch up. And side to side. Look how I just went right from washboard into hands flowing through water. Fingertips down. Come around the corner. Notice my body is slightly ahead. Watch, my weight shifts and now my hands are saying, oh, okay, she wants to go this way. Let me come around this corner and follow her. So the hands are following my weight shift. My waist, my hips are leading. Try to make this smooth, soft, continuous. No breaks or pauses. Hands, fingers, wrists, super relaxed. Really like you're just flowing through water. Try to relax. Next time, let's all go to this side. I'm going to go nice and slow at the same time. Mirror me. Right here. What do? The bottom hand here. Look where it's near. Dantian. Leave it there. Leave it. And the other hand comes up. Leaf blowing through the breeze. Palm away. Down. Palm towards me. There's only one palm shift here, and it's at heart center. It's this middle one right here. Heart center, palm away. That's all you need to remember. Palm towards me. Rest of it, the hand is the same the whole way. Notice the weight shift is leading the hand. My weight shift is leading. Notice I'm folding at the qua. Folding at this qua, my left qua. Now I'm folding at this qua. Wherever my hand is going in that direction, that's the hand, that's the qua or the groin that's folding, pumping, detoxifying. Notice my hand's going this way. Notice this qua is folding. Now my hand is coming this way. This qua is folding, right? So I'm pumping my lymphatic system as I'm doing this. And your arms should start to get a little bit light, floaty. Your hand is the leaf. And it's just following the weight shift. Another variation of this one, watch, step out. Check this out. I can come low. Now I can hold a horse stance, side to side, and I could really drop down and get a little leg work in there if I want to, just a variation. If I want to come in, look, when I weight shift there, I step in. Then I bring my feet back to parallel. If I want to fold at the quad more, instead of parallel feet, I can pigeon toe my feet. Now I'm folding at my quad a little bit more. Now we're going to switch hands. Let the arm come up top. As it's up at the top point, it comes straight down and the other hand floats. Now that hand covers dantian, and the other hand becomes the leaf. Even in my regular stance here, I'm a little bit wider than shoulders width, but find the stance that you're most comfortable in. You can hover the palm over dantian or you can touch dantian, either one. Follow your body. But make sure it's your palm over dantian, not your fingers. Make that energetic connection here. See how I just changed that? I just decided I wanted to go low. Do this variations. Dip down. So if you want to dip down on the bottom, that's okay, but you need to increase your stance. Or you could come in closer, pigeon toe slightly, and focus, instead of on dipping down low, focus more on folding at the quad. Two ways to do this one. Two variations. One more loop through. As you come up to the top, just let the hands settle. Watch how we're going to go right into the next one. The hands meet, and now they go away from each other. Palms away from each other, and heaven and earth press. Feel that pressing sensation. Look at the top hand, then look forward. Let the hands drop. Remember, the hands come towards each other like I've got a beach ball. And then the pinkies, then they're going to move away from each other just so they can pass pinky's kiss. This is that one, pinky's kiss. And open. Feel that stretch. Look up. Release it. Make the beach ball. Pinky's kiss. Open. Release. Open. Feel that stretching. Feel the coiling in this one. I'm like a dragon. I'm releasing. I'm just coiling up, and then I'm uncoiling my body. That comes with time. Don't force it. Get the movement first. Next one up, whichever hand's up, doesn't matter, hold it. Step out into horse stance and right into, look how my arms are, they're already ready to go, right into yin yang arms. Squat down, as low as you can go without forcing yourself. Come up, high horse stance, low horse stance as you finish. High horse stance. Start coming down, low. High, low. Keep your rib tips in, sacrum tucked. Feel your feet bottoms in the floor. Feel them. As my arms come around, when they're about halfway, is when I start coming down. This way I have enough time to get there. So they start, comes up, they're about halfway, and now I start coming down. This is a timing thing. You just have to find the timing, come up, halfway, start coming down. So see what I'm doing? I'm splitting the difference. Splitting it up so that I'm half of the arm turn, I'm coming up. The other half of the arm turn, I'm coming down. That's how you get the timing. One more. Bring the top hand down. Come right into fists at hips. Come in for a second. Fists at the hips. Elbows back. You can shake your arms out a little bit if you need to. Elbows back. Here we go. You know which one this is. We're going to look at the palm. I want everyone to really get very focused. That's part of the meditation, right? Is we focus on the parts of the body. We're not even paying attention to the fact that our legs may be warming up, maybe burning a little bit. But look at your palm. Now turn it out, twist it like a corkscrew. Out, punch. Open, fingers out. Grab someone by the lapel. Just grabbing their shirt, fingers down. And then one finger at a time in. Pinky, next finger, next finger, next, thumb last. Now, pull and push. The other hand starts to corkscrew out, nice and slow. Open. Grab. Fan the hand around. One finger at a time. Once the thumb comes in, see I'm sliding ready. Once the thumb comes in, you're ready to switch. Open. Fan the hand. Fingers. Pull, push. Open. Grab. Fingers. Pull, push. Now your punch, by the way, should be a center line punch into somebody's sternum. So not high, down in the sternum. Open. Grab. Pull, push. Open. Grab. Pull, push. Open. Grab. Pull, push. Open. Grab. Pull it in. Hold. Come into high horse stance. So just come up a little bit. High horse stance, forearms together. We're going to go right into bend, bow, shoot, arrow. Here we go. So we're in high horse stance right here. Remember, there's high, middle, low. We're going to be alternating between all of them. Gentle fists, high horse stance, forearms together but not touching. And you're going to be in high horse stance here, and then we're just going to start to slowly come into lower horse stance as the body opens. Remember, one finger Zen with the hand. That's one finger Zen, looking straight through here in the final posture. Bend the wrist. That's going to go out so that we can stretch the fascia. Bend, and we're going to pull, push at the same time. Make sure your weight is not this way or this way. It's 50-50. Come into your final stance. The back hand over here, the fist, is in shoulder notch, right in shoulder notch. Now we're going to look through one finger Zen hand. Then we're going to come up, forearms together. Come down, push and pull. Feel this sensation. You could do it a couple of times to get the feeling of pushing and pulling and stretching the body. Come up, down, pull and push at the same time. Really feel that stretching of the fascia. Come up and down, pull, push, stretch. Look through the finger. Come up. Couple more of these. Nice and quiet now. Inhale. Exhale as you come down. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. I have to let someone in. I think Nan got bumped. Keep going. Exhale. Inhale. If your legs aren't strong enough, just do this in high horse stance. It's okay. That's where we all start. Do it in high, look how I'm just can do it in high horse stance, just to get the movement of the arms. That's okay. So this is the whole thing in high horse stance. I'm pumping a little bit. Maybe I'm coming up an inch or two, and then I'm coming down. That's okay. That's how we work our way up to coming down lower. But let it happen in time. Don't force it. Get the motion first. Bring the hands in, push down into earth. From here, scoop the chi, parting clouds. Turn the hands over, exhale, part the clouds, come down. This one also, you could come up, high horse stance. You could come down just an inch. Good, nothing wrong with that. Let the body sink down. I never really focused on going low. The body just started going low on its own, and I encourage you to allow it to do it in its time as it strengthens. You could just move now an inch or two, and that's plenty. Maybe you go from high horse stance at the top, turn the hands over. Maybe you go to middle horse stance as you come down. Maybe that's where you're comfortable. That's okay. Eventually, you'll start going lower and lower, and then you'll be, oh my gosh, I'm in low horse stance. I could not hold horse stance when I started all of this, these horse stance type of movements. Look up at your hands, part the clouds, really feel that sensation of parting the clouds, and then feel the sensation of putting an energetic bubble. Look, you're just claiming this field. This is my area. This is my energetic field, my bubble. Keep the rib tips in as you go down, rib tips in. Don't let the back arch. Rib tips in, keep the back from arching. Reverse it, pulling the heavens down. Grab the heavens, pull them down. Really feel this pulling sensation. As the palms are towards the body, feel them. They're about right around here. Feel how that sensation of the palms just wanding through your auric field. Feel it. There's a healing there. The body loves when the palms and hands move through its etheric field. It loves it. It's nourishing. It's aligning. It's centering. Feel that alignment that's happening. Don't rush that part. Don't rush it and miss it. If you rush it and just come straight down through, you missed it. No, this is a form of bone marrow cleansing as the hands wand through the field, through your etheric field. The body loves it. Nourishing. I'm exhaling as the palms wand through my field. I'm inhaling as the hands come up. If you're going super slow, that's okay. Then let 2 breaths happen. Don't worry about that part. Focus more on the sensations of the way your hands and body feel as you're wanding through your field. The breath is secondary here. More important is the connection of the hands, the palms with the body. One more of these. Inhale. Nice and slow. Last one, super slow. Half speed. I'm in high horse stance, so I can just focus on the way my body's feeling as I wand through. You may have a little bit of goosebumps on the forearms. If you do, That's your chi. This one brings that out in me for whatever reason. Come back into horse stance, Wu Chi, and slowly walk the feet in. Look how I gently walk them in. No, I don't like to put any stress on the knees. Let's just do one more. The feet now are back to shoulders width, and my feet are also back to parallel. No longer this horse stance, my toes are out to the corners. So I'm back. Oh, we're more than halfway, so please, sorry, I didn't give anyone water break. Take some water or tea. When you come back, take your time. A little bit of Tai Chi ruler right here. Feel the connection between your palms. You don't need a fancy Tai Chi ruler like this one. Not so fancy, but you can do a regular ruler. Fits right into the palms. You could just take a ruler from your house right here. Tai Chi ruler. Make a circle like there's a clock. 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Make a clock right here. Now add the hips. Once you've got this going, first just do the arms. Just get the arms going. Tai Chi ruler, as you can imagine, is 11, 12 inches, just like a traditional ruler. So that's about the length you want, the distance between your palms. Keep your palms connected. Now add the qua squats, or the folding of the qua. Now I'm adding that. Notice my pelvis moves forward, knees straighten. Pelvis moves backwards, knees bend. Pelvis forward, knees straighten. Pelvis backwards, knees bend. What is that doing? Pumping the qua, pumping the groin, manually detoxifying the body. This is a super relaxing Qigong. Tai Chi ruler is the name. You don't need something between the hands, but it is nice to put it there and then take it away and see how you feel. See if you can still maintain that connection between your palms, that energetic connection. Even if you don't have the ruler, you don't need it. Connect your palms. Feel that connection. Stop for one moment. Put your fingernail in the center of your palm and just make a little circle the size of a quarter. Other palm, fingernail. Open them. Inhale, really open. Exhale, wiggle. Open. Exhale, relax, wiggle. One more, open. Exhale, relax, wiggle. Okay, now connect them. Bring them nice and close. See if you can feel a connection. You can make some heat. Push them into each other. Push, squeeze. And now pull them apart about a ½ inch to an inch. Shear them up and down. Keep the palm connected. Don't shear where they're not connected. That's disconnect. Shear with connection of the palms. Up and down, shearing, circling. Again, but the circles aren't too big. Circles are small. The palms are still connected. Circle the other way. If you feel something between your palms, pulsing, warmth, magnets, that's your chi. So let's take that chi, let's keep them connected. Now let's go in and out a little bit. Bring them down to Dantian where the ruler is. In and out, in and out. Build the chi ball. Notice how we started close, in and out, and we build this chi ball between the hands. Build it, feel it, and now turn it. Same thing, Tai Chi ruler, but we just did a little developmental technique to connect the palms. So this should feel a little bit different. I wanted you to feel it before we made that connection with the palms and after. I feel different. Same motion, same exact motion, but I feel differently now because now I'm feeling my palms connecting to each other. Something's going on. There's a little pulsing going on, like a little heartbeat going on in my palms. That's what I mean by pulsing. It's like my palms are alive now. We woke them up. Make it bigger, bring it up. Now we're going to bring it, start low, under perineum. Send it under perineum. Follow me nice and slow. Bring it in. I'm going to stand this way. Bring it in under perineum, over sacrum. Nice and slow with me. You could close your eyes. I'm going to guide you through each of the points. Sacrum, Ming Men, lower back. Between the shoulder blades, jade gate. Now I'm up behind the neck, that's jade pillow. Take the fingertips are now pointing up, showing the energy is coming up over my head, over top of head, over Ba Wei, crown chakra. Now my arms are coming out, connecting over third eye. The energy is close to my body, even though my arms are away from my body. Third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, navel, root, perineum. Basically, root and perineum are pretty much the same area, same region. One more circle without me calling it. Just let the arms turn. This is you spinning your own orbit, spinning the microcosmic orbit. Nice and slow. This one's a good one to do slow. As I get up somewhere around my neck area, my fingers just naturally start pointing up. It's showing the energy is now coming up over my head. Then my hands come out in front, still connected with the palms, still connected with that ruler. The energy is coming down the front of my body. Nice and slow. Half the speed on this one. And relax the hands. Whew, I feel some little tinglies on my forearms on that one. Okay, let's do a little bit of mobility work. Here we go. Actually, let's touch the hands. Let's do this in phases. Look how I'm touching. Elbows out, making room for this movement. Notice my wrists are touching at all times. I'm not letting go, not yet. Stop, serve, and bring it in, opposite. Whichever way we're going, just reverse it. So good for the fingers and the wrists. Now break them apart and figure eights or infinity signs. If you don't have it, draw it. Here's the inner loop of the infinity sign. Here's the outer loop of the infinity sign, or sideways figure eight. However you need to look at it, it's okay. I encourage you to do this while you're watching TV. Sometimes I'm driving in the car and this hand is doing this. And then I take the steering wheel here and this hand is doing this. I encourage you to really just bring this into your life. It feels so good. And no one has to see you doing it in the car. That's the best part. Add the fingers when you're ready. Don't add the fingers unless you have the movement. When you have it, then you add the fingers. That's the next layer. This is all by layer. So this is first layer. Then breaking them apart is the second layer. Breaking them apart. This is no fingers. This is just reverse it. Third layer, add the fingers. They open, they close into a beak. open, close into a beak. That's the last layer of this particular part, working the fingers. Watch how we're just going to move quickly through our whole body with this agility training. Watch how now I'm into just my wrists. Elbows stationary, wrists. I just cracked, this wrist just cracked. Must have needed it. Reverse it. Elbows. Notice how I go right into it. Elbows. Just doing circles. Right here. Reverse it. Good. Take the hand. Pull. Stretch. Step back. Release it. Just release it. Let it come up. Pull and stretch. This is an Aikido stretch. Pull and stretch. Release it. One more. Pull and stretch. Other side. Pull and stretch. Should feel it in the forearm. Release. Pull and stretch. Release. Stretch. So notice we did it. So we did it this way, right? Now, wrist the other way. Pull it in. Push it in this way. Just this is all I'm doing. Push it in. Other side. Just push it in. Good. You could reverse that. Just by pulling in a little bit. Good. Let it go. All right. Shoulder blades. Pull from the shoulder blades. Here we go. Arms out. Remember, the arms are here. This one you can do seated. Lots of these you can do seated. But the only thing with seated version of this, the seated version is great because when we first start doing this one, we really don't move here. We just want to make sure the shoulder blades are moving. But that's first level. First level is just here. So move the shoulder blades, walk the shoulder blades forward. One, then the other. One, then the other. Notice what I'm doing. This is the first layer. Pull back. Walk the shoulder blades backwards, one at a time. Arms just coming along for the ride. Don't bend at the elbows. Don't bend. Good. Now we go into circles. Let it open a little bit more. So now you see the benefit of standing. So you can do that one sitting. That's great. And it does open up the shoulder blades, and that's wonderful too. But then eventually, the last layer, the more advanced movement is here. Look how now this is all moving, which arguably you could still do seated, except unless I want to let my hips get into it. Now, if I let my hips get into it, okay, then I don't want to be seated. But you can see this is a wonderful movement. You're sitting at your desk. You could just do this. Look at this. And my ribs are getting action too. Good, just so you can see there are versions of it. Okay, now we're gonna work the ribs. Hands right here on the claw. Roll, look at this. Roll the ribs backwards. Roll the ribs forward. Someone's pulling me this way. Now someone's pulling me this way. Back, forward, back. Notice my elbows flaring out. Notice my elbows coming back. Elbows flaring out. Elbows flaring back. Good. Once you have that, that's forward, backwards. Remember what we do. We do the 4 points of a circle, then we make the circle. Ribs to the side, ribs to the side. You can use your hand if you feel like your ribs are not moving. This one is beneficial to do seated so that you can't go like this. So ribs to the side, ribs to this side. Push. You're using your hand just for feedback, something to tell your body to push into that area. This is the way to open up the ribs, get them moving again if they're sticky. Side to side, then arms out. Side, 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 side. If this keeps moving, then you're better off seated for this one. Just until you get it, and then once you get it, then you can do it standing or seated, doesn't matter, side to side. Now, we have the 4 points of the circle, forward, back, side, side. What do we want to do? Now try to make a circle. It doesn't matter, even if it's a small circle, just try to make a circle. I actually love this one. Once I start making the circle, I love this one seated. This is great. You're sitting at your desk for a while, your back's getting a little achy. Do this one. Reverse it. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Your spine may adjust. Look at this one. This is just sending a wave through my body. This one takes some getting used to. I worked on this one for a while. Just sending a wave through the body. So see the way I'm working my ribs now in this plane here versus circle. There's many ways we can do this. Let's warm up the hips, side, 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 side. Now you keep your hands on your hips or here, wherever they're comfortable. I'm going to point. Figure eights. Forward, hip back, hip forward, hip back, forward, back, forward, back. Remember, there's a wall next to you and you're wiping the wall. There's a wall over here, wiping the wall with my hip. It's a great way to think of it. I'm wiping the wall. Again, I'm just using my fingers to show you which way we're heading. It's called hip infindies. Reverse it, back, forward, back, forward. This is so helpful with the gait, back, forward. Also hip joints get lubed up in this one. Oh my, I have to wrap it up. And right into hip circles, last thing. This one, try to go slow. This one, you need to go slow on this one because there's so much stretching going on and you want to allow the body, you don't want to breathe through it so quickly that you don't feel the stretch. The body really just, especially the lower back, the lumbar region, it really wants to slowly stretch through this motion. It doesn't want to go fast. So if you can only do 2 or 3 because you're doing them slow, that's fine. It's not about quantity. It's really about the quality of these movements and how many times you do them. Just keep that in mind. And last, sorry, I don't want to miss the ankles. You can hold onto a chair or a wall. Ankle circles. Look at my foot. I'm just hanging it out in front of me. You can do this one seated too. Circles. Reverse the circles. Usually I do 5 to 7 times, but you don't have to count. Just really lubing, opening it up. The other side. This one, not so good. I have to work on this one. I'm glitchy. I'm not exactly a circle, so I've got to work on it. I've got to break down between my brain signal and my foot. So I'm working on this one. I know it's an issue. If you have that, let's just lube up the foot. Good. And then take the foot out in front, right here. And notice my toes are down. Show you from this side. Toes are down, and just to allow that stretch right there. It's going to be a stretch on the very top of the foot. Just by relaxing it. Other side, on the toes. Feel the stretch on the top of the foot. Don't even have to do anything. I'm not even applying any pressure, just the pressure of my leg alone is doing this. Okay, and then last one. I'm tilting a little bit to the one side to allow for some space, and I'm just letting the weight of my leg pull, creates space in my hip joint. That's all I'm doing. Just allowing the weight of my leg to swing gently, other side, and there's this space, this elongation, because we're always condensing, contracting in the hip joint, right, when we're walking. And so I'm releasing it, just letting it go. Good. Shake it off, shake the body. Good. See how you feel, check in, Wuji. See how you feel. Sink left, all the weight left leg. We're gonna close, come to center. Push off, scoop the chi around you, bring the feet together. Hands above the head, hands are like shower heads, just raining chi, bathing the body in a sea of chi as they start to float down. Feel that chi, palms start to turn towards the body, moving through your etheric field. Feel that sensation, that centering, grounding. Scoop up some more chi. Wand down the body. Just a final centering process. And then just back to heart. Hands together, down. Thank you.